What's a rule your employer implemented that backfired terribly? He was irritated to come out to his secretary's desk and find she wasn't yet seated. She was in the lounge putting away her coat and then fixed herself a cup of coffee, and she sat down at 8:36, instead of 8:30. It happened to be a morning of extreme stress and he really needed all hands on deck that morning. Got it, but he was very short-sighted. The 6 minutes didn't change the course of the day, but his memo to staff certainly did. He circulated a memo to all staff which said something to the effect of, the day begins at 8:30, not 8:36, or 8:40, or when you found a parking space, or when the coffee was ready. If you need more time, plan your day accordingly and make your cup of coffee, and find your spot, and hang up your coat, earlier than normal. 8:30 means in your seat, at your desk, ready for the day's work to begin. Not coming through the door. Okay, we got it. Well, I was a paralegal at the time, and I put in so many more hours than the 40 hours I was paid for. I arrived early, left late, frequently delayed lunch, often didn't take breaks on busy days preparing for trial. His memo so backfired, that every single employee was grumbling, not just the secretary. As it happened, I was the most affected, in a positive way, actually, by this policy memo because I was the staff member who had the most lost time from working beyond my schedule. I was never late, so he didn't have a problem with me, but he also abused my time more than anyone else. There were months where I never took so much as a coffee break, often ate lunch at my desk while working, seldom left at closing time, often came in on Saturdays or Sundays to help get ready for Mondays. I just always shrugged it away and took it as part of the industry. A trial litigation practice is stressful and schedules need to be fluid. He didn't appreciate that, so we responded as a group of 16 employees with total solidarity. We were at our desks at 8:30 a.m. We left our desks promptly at 5:30. We took our breaks and our lunch hours exactly on time. It was a disaster. I was the first to respond. Sorry, I can't help right now. My lunch is 12 to 1, and I have to stand up at 12, and sit back down at 1, so this copy project would make my lunch 12ish to 1ish. I'll start on this at exactly 1:01 p.m. When I'm back at my desk. I also left at exactly 5:30 p.m. I stood up, put the cover on my typewriter, and cleared my desk. He said, "Can you just," and some paperwork in his hands. "No, I'm sorry. My day begins promptly at 8:30 and ends exactly at 5:30. I'll help with that tomorrow." I left. Everyone did the same. All week. "No, I'm sorry. I'm required to take a 10-minute break in this hour." "No, I'm sorry. My lunch begins in 15 minutes at 12 o'clock, and that's 30 minutes of dictation you want transcribed. I'll begin exactly at 1 o'clock when I'm in my seat and at my desk." He realized the petty nature of his memo to staff within 2 business days, and sent around an apology memo within a week of disastrous results. He then sent us all out for an extended lunch of 2 hours, on the house. He didn't come. His memo said, "Go complain about your boss over a 2-hour lunch, on me."